also going to share my screen. All right, so let's do this, my people. My peeps, my peeps, my peeps. All right, so you all should see this is applied math. We are in the second term, and anybody who has not been to the class yet or enrolled, hey, darling, anybody who has not enrolled in the class code is on the screen. Please try to enroll in the class.
Where to do that at?
Say, boo.
Where do I put the code in there?
Okay, you would have to log into Summit.
Summit?
Mm-hmm. So type summitlearning.org. And then it should prompt you.
What do I put again?
Summit Learning. Mm-hmm. All one word. Summitlearning.org.
Enroll. Or log in.
Log in. And they should come up with your name with your Yes Philly extension.
I don't have none of that.
All right. How about this?
I just started school yesterday.
Oh, all right.
So how about this? Today, they had to still give me what times I started class because I was joining the wrong classes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, how about this? You stay on at the end, and we're gonna work out the enrollment piece. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good money. So today we are still laying the groundwork for what we will be doing for the unit. So the objective is to assess your prior knowledge of the concepts that we are going to use in this unit. So our agenda, we're going to have our community meeting, which we will have every class, just the first couple minutes. Then we're going to warm up. We are going to, we are going to continue with where we left off on Tuesday. And those of you who weren't here Tuesday, just follow along and bear with us because it will be followed by a review of the mean, the mode, the median, and the range, as well as the two types of data we talked about, which were categorical and quantitative. And then we are going to have a short lesson on the shapes of distributions, because remember, the course we will be looking at dot plots, histograms, and box plots, or you may call them a box and whiskers, and we will be comparing data using those three. So here we go. Community meeting, real quick. What's your favorite meal? And you can chat, but if you chat, you have to give me a minute because I can't see the chat and share my screen. So what is your favorite meal? And of course, you know this comes because we are about to go into the holiday season. So what's your favorite meal? Now I'll start. My favorite meal is lunch with hot dogs, baked beans, and applesauce. That is wonderful.
I'm picky with my food.
Are you? Oh, hey, son. What's up, man?
What's up, Ms. X?
Chilling.
No, that's right.
All right, what's picky? What's picky? What does picky mean? Picky mean
is it my turn to say my food?
Yeah. What you got?
I like soul food. I go to Pepper Potts on Erie Avenue.
I thought Pepper Potts was Jamaican. All right, but what's your? All right, you said soul food. Like what? What's on the plate?
Right, soul food like macaroni, yams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it probably is Jamaican food because it be having oxtails and stuff.
Okay. Anybody else? Ahmad, what you talking about? You picky? Picky meaning you only want it from certain places. You want it from certain people, or you only eat certain things.
I don't eat certain things.
Oh, okay. Well, what's a meal? You hungry? What's the grub? What's on the plate?
Seafood.
Oh, okay. I hear you,
I
seafood.
don't know.
You don't know?
No.
All right. All right. Anybody else? What's your favorite meal? All right.
I said baked macaroni and yams.
Oh, yes.
Her voice had her like she
Yes.
sweet. Like, and
I'm a
she-
foodie,
she was sending me
so
stories, her voice
I
was
love like
was like-
trying new food, and I like to cook.
She was like,
And that's one of the things I'm gonna miss this year. Normally, the day before we go on Thanksgiving break, the staff cooks for the students. I'm gonna miss that this year. But most times we have dinner. Well, it turns out to be lunch for us. We have lunch food, but last year we did something different and we did brunch. So we had brunch food. So that was real cool. And so I'm gonna miss that. But yeah, I'm a foodie. So anybody else, what's your favorite meal? What's on the plate? What's on the plate? All right, you don't have to share this time. It's all good. Next time I'll get you. All right, so let's talk some math, good people. All right, so the warm-up is a continuation of, again, what we started on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we started talking about two types of data. Data is either quantitative, and again, quantitative has what word in it that we already know mathematically? Or what word do you hear in quantitative that you already know?
Quantity.
Quantity, absolutely. So quantitative data or quantitative questions will have answers that are numbers, quantities, and it can be described as discrete, meaning a whole number, or continuous, meaning that the answers to those questions can be broken into pieces. Or the data can be categorical. And again, within the word categorical, we hear what word that we already know.
Say that again.
In the word categorical, what word do we hear that we already know?
Category.
Category, absolutely. And remember, categories are groups. So,
She be modeling.
ooh, somebody, can you mute? Thank you, boo. All right, so categorical, yes, we hear category, and we know categories are groups. So now the question becomes, is it nominal? And nominal data is descriptive. Or is it ordinal? And ordinal data has a range. Okay? So we are going to classify these seven questions. Are they quantitative? And if they are quantitative, will the answer be discrete or continuous? Will the answer be whole numbers, or can the answer be broken into parts? For instance, like your height, for those who weren't here. So like a discrete thing would be something like the number of people in a room. That's discrete because it is what it is. You count the people, nobody can be in parts. Or is it continuous? Like your height, you 5'3", you 6'2", okay? So we broke the height into parts. So that's continuous. Or is it categorical? We're going to group things together. Nominal by description. How old are you? Or is it ordinal? It has a range. Like when you go to the hospital and they give you that card and say, rate your pain. It goes from 0 where you smiling to 10 where your face like, oh, tore up, because you in pain. Okay? So those are the differences, and that's what this exercise is about. So now, first one, how do you rate the dessert served tonight? So one, is it quantitative or is it categorical? Do we count it or can we group the responses? If somebody I heard something I thought I did, but it came off broken. So did somebody respond? Again, do we count? Can we measure it, quantitative? Or are we going to somehow be grouping them, categorical?
Categorical.
Yes, we will be putting them in groups. So now, when you think about rating a dessert, is it nominal, we describing it, or is it ordinal? There is a range.
Say that again. That old word.
Or I love you, man. Yes, it is ordinal because when you rate the dessert, you can say excellent, all right, good, horrible. Okay, so you are splitting the answer is categorical. The question, is categorical, and you would get ordinal answers. You would get a range. All right, so look at number 2. The height of each person in the class. Hello, darling. Thank you for joining us. We are looking at the warm-up, which is a continuation of the lesson we started on Tuesday. For those of you who were here Tuesday, I said that this was where we were going to start. Okay, so again, number 2. The height of each person in the class. So again, first question, can we measure it or are we putting them in categories?
Measure it.
So if we measuring it, it's quantitative.
Right.
If we grouping it, it's categorical. So is that question quantitative or categorical? The height of each person in the class.
That Q word.
You better be a quantitative, yes. So now, once we determine that the question is quantitative, will the answers be discrete whole numbers only, or will it be continuous? We can break it down into pieces.
Continuous.
Continuous, yes. Because again, said in the opening, a person can be 5'2.5". They can just be 5'5".
Right.
Okay, 5'5 3/4", because I claims my 3/4. I am 5'9 3/4.
You're right, I'm 6'1".
See, that's right. So we breaking it down into parts. Yes. Number 3. What is your proficiency level in PowerPoint? So again, can we measure it or would we be putting people into groups or putting items into groups? Which will we be doing? Groups. So it is categorical. So now, being categorical is nominal or ordinal? Nominal, descriptive, ordinal, there is a range. Come on, good people. This
Wait,
is
say what you said again. Wait, my fault. Say what you said again. The last part.
okay. Ooh, I love your honesty. I swear I do. Okay, so the question, what is your proficiency level in PowerPoint? So we have come to the understanding, yes, it is categorical because we will be then splitting the respondents into groups. I agree. So now the question becomes, is it nominal, descriptive, or is it ordinal? There is a range.
Wouldn't it be ordinal?
Yes, because you can be excellent or you can be okay. You can need a little work, or you could be poor. So again, there is a scale attached to your proficiency level. Makes it ordinal. Yes.
Shit, $100 for that? Oh no.
Number 4, but I wanted it. Number 4, in which age group do you fall? So again, is it categorical or quantitative? Categorical. Yes, you will be split into groups. Is it nominal or ordinal? Is it descriptive, or is there a range?
Wouldn't it be ordinal?
Nope.
No, my fault. It's nominal. I'm tripping.
Yes, because it's descriptive. You are between 10 and 19, 20 and 29, 30 and 39. Okay? So it will be categorical because we are breaking people into groups. And it would be nominal because, again, they are in descriptive groups. It is describing their age. All right, look at number 5. The probability that it will rain on Thursday. Is it quantitative or categorical? Can we measure it, or are we grouping it?
The Q word.
I'm gonna hurt you, Q word.
All right.
All right, quantitative. So, yes, because we can measure it. We can measure probability. So now, is it discrete or continuous? Is it a whole number, or can we break it into pieces?
Discrete.
Whole numbers?
Yeah.
Probability?
No. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Continuous.
I was ready to say, talk to me. Yes, it's continuous because remember, probability, first of all, tells you it's out of 100. Out of 100 already. So you're already breaking it into pieces. But you know, when they tell you it's going to rain, they say it's a 62% chance, a 70% chance. So that means percent already implies out of 100. So it is quantitative and the answers will be continuous. Number 6, males in first period. Quantitative or categorical? Can we measure it, or are we grouping it?
We're grouping it.
Are we grouping it? What's the group? The group is in the statement. Males. So we already know the group. So that knocks categorical right out the box. So now.
Only these. They don't order these, bro.
Quay.
Oh my, yo,
Mute
I
yourself.
swear to God, I don't be knowing my mic is open.
So if it's males in first period, it is quantitative because we can measure it. And it has to be what? Discrete or continuous? I am side-eyeing you all. Do y'all see it?
Discrete. My fault.
Thank you. It has to be discrete. We can't have a half a man. A half a man is money.
You get a half a man.
I said a half a man is money. Okay, so last one. Hi, darling. The last one. Number 7. What are your motives for traveling?
Oh, and don't forget I talked about Auntie House.
So, is that again quantitative or categorical? Will we be measuring it, or will we be breaking something into groups?
Groups.
Groups. So it is categorical. So, is it nominal, descriptive, or is it ordinal? Has a range.
Has a range.
A range of motives. Why you traveling?
Never mind. The other word.
Right. So remember, because they said, what are your motives for traveling? So they asking you, why are you traveling? And it is categorical and it is nominal because this group of people are traveling for business. This group of people are traveling for pleasure. This group of people are traveling for family. This group of people traveling for education. Okay? So again, we will be looking at data. We were looking at questions, determining if they are quantitative or categorical. And then we will be looking at their results. If they're quantitative, are their results discrete or continuous? And if they are categorical, are their answers nominal or ordinal? So for those who missed the class and will have to look at the video, I also included a slide with the solutions on them. Okay? All right, so now let's talk about the review. So on Tuesday, we talked about measures of central tendency, and you all did pretty good with those. So measures of central tendency are a single value used to describe the central point of a data set. So individually, we call them mean, mode, and median, but they are collective under one umbrella, and the umbrella is called measures of central tendency. And if we just put it in regular layman's terms, the mean, the mode, and the median can be described as the average, what appears the most, and the middle. So in the picture there, I chose the color picture so that you can see in a graph, in this particular graph, the mode is red, and red here too in this graph. The median is green. So we see that the median for both graphs is the same, because up here, the green line, hello, darling. Up here, the green line is solid, but down here it gets a little fuzzy. So that lets us know these two graphs have the same median. And then the mode for the darker or the solid graph is blue here, but look where the mean is here. And we are going to discuss these graphs at the end when we talk about the shape of the distribution. And then lastly, although it is not a measure of central tendency, but relates to the spread, which is another description of the data, we also found the range. And the range is the difference between the highest and the lowest terms of the data. Okay, and again, you all did pretty good on this because you almost do mean, mode, and median throughout middle school and high school. And then we talked about types of data. So, summary. Categorical data is information that can be divided into groups. There is nominal data. I'm sorry, it was a net. There is nominal data, which is descriptive, something like your school grade, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or ordinal. It has a set order, like the pain scale in the doctor's office. Or your data can be quantitative. And quantitative data is information that can be measured, and it is either discrete, it can be counted with whole numbers only, or it can be continuous. And that is, that information can be broken down into pieces, like your shoe size. Okay? So again, I implore you all, please have a notebook, notepad, staple together pieces of paper, but have some place to take notes so that you will have a point of reference. We are virtual. We do not have a textbook. So your textbook is going to be your notes. So please take notes. Write down what is relevant to you. Put it in words that you will understand so that when you go back and look at it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I got this. And not saying, well, what in the world? Okay, so again, I implore you all, take notes. Oh, we make a good time. It's 11:01. Yeah, Maya. I mean, yes, Maya. Did I get it right? All right, we ready? Okay.
Wait a minute.
I thought
Oh,
you keep
What did you say?
talking.
I'm sorry, my love. I'm sorry.
Wait, you called my name?
Oh, yeah. I said it's 11:01. Yes, Maya. Did I get it right?
Yeah, you said it right. About
Oh,
time.
all right. Thanks, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Yo, she really be cracking up.
I'm
Yo,
telling you, I crack myself up. Listen, I like what I do. I like my students. And I like math. And I don't want you all to think that math is just so heavy that like we can't joke. You know, I am one, if you catch me on some wrong math, you better call me on it. If I multiplied something wrong, if I added something wrong, if you don't agree with my answer, call me on it. I am
I
open.
agree with everything you say, Missouri.
Say it, my love.
I'm gonna agree with you everything you say.
But you know,
You're
sometimes
right.
I say who disagrees, and I'll just raise my hand to see who just agreeing with me because I did it. I said it. I could be dead wrong. But I need you all to understand when you give me an answer or a response, you better stick to your guns. If you know you right, you know you right. I may tell you, explain to me how you know. And then let me know how you know. Okay, you will have to defend your position. And don't be scared because this is school, this is class, and here is where we make our mistakes. So that when we go out there, we cooking with gas. All right, so let's talk about the Ahmad, you better be glad we taping because you know I was getting ready to say to you. Yes. So there are three shapes of distributions that we are going to talk about. The first one is symmetric. Anybody remember what symmetry is?
No, man.
Okay. If something is symmetric, example, flashback, elementary school, Valentine's Day. What did your teacher tell you to do? Fold the paper in half, and then you cut out one side of the heart. Because when you opened it up, both sides look the same.
I didn't do that as a child.
You know what? You always go off the grid, man.
I didn't.
Look, for those of us who did that in elementary school.
That's cool.
Okay, but yeah, but if something is symmetric, that means that one side mirrors the other side. So like there are some alphabet that are symmetric. A is symmetric vertically. So if you make a capital A and you cut it down the middle and fold it, left side look like the right side. The letter B is symmetric horizontally. Cut it in half, fold it down, top looks like the bottom. Make sense? So the same thing with this distribution. The left side, one side mirrors the other side. It is also described as bell-shaped. And in a symmetric distribution, the mean is equal to the mode is equal to the median. So if you have a symmetric distribution and the question asks, what is the best measure of center? You can pick any of them because they're all the same. They are equal. So in a symmetric distribution, the best measure of center is whichever one you choose because they are all the same. The mean or the mode or the median. Because again, it is symmetric. They are all right there. So again, add to your notes. Let's call it shapes of distribution, symmetric. And remember, it's just a sketch, just so that you will have a picture in your mind of what it should look like. Let me know when you're done. And again, put in your notes, put it in words that you will understand if these are not working for you. Just don't want us to run over time because I'm gonna get another class. Can we move to the next slide? We only have 2 more. Okay. The next shape of a distribution is called skewed right. So if the distribution is skewed right, you will see that the tail is on the right side, meaning most of the data is on the left. And you will see from the diagram that the mode is greater than the median and the median is greater than the mean. So if you have a skewed right distribution, the mode would be your best measure of center. Because again, we normally think that because, hello, darling, we usually think that because the mean is the average of the data, I'm sorry, Daisy, because the mean is the average of the data, we always want to say that's the middle. Not all the time. Because remember, the 3 measures are called measures of central tendency. So it is going to depend on the shape of the distribution, which one is the best measure of center. And from this picture, we see if the data is skewed right, the mode is the best measure of center, not the
Now,
mean.
what if it's school left?
Don't be trying to jump.
What if it's school left?
Who trying to teach my class stuff?
No,
No.
this is Maya. I just want to know.
See, it's always you.
No, I just
Yo,
want to know.
yo, Miss
So,
Sis got the defensive.
If it's school left, is the mean going to be up?
Nope. Let's watch it. Damn.
Okay.
You just dropped my slide, boo. It's cool. All right. So if it is skewed left, now look what happens to the data. The tail is on the left. The tail is on the left. Most of the data is on the right, but look, the mean is still the lowest.
Why is that?
Even in a left skew, the mode is still the best measure of center.
Why?
Oh.
Can you tell us
Because
why?
look at how the data, but if you look at data, right?
Yo!
What, babe? What happened? What happened? Oh, that's something in her house. I was getting ready to say, did something happen? I don't know. Okay, so again, if the data is skewed left, that means most of the data is on the right side and the mean is still the lowest. The median, by definition, is in the middle. And here too, the mode, because the mode is what appears most often.
No, my teacher can't hear you.
The mode is still the best measure of center. So regardless of the skew, yes, Maya, to answer your question. And
Yes,
again,
I'm listening.
yeah, but it's all right, boo. Yeah, so skewed left or right, the mode is still the best measure of the center of the data.
All right, so what if it wasn't no mode?
Then you will probably go with the median, but that's a good question, girl. Nobody ever asked me this. You gonna make me earn my little quarters, huh? So I'm gonna
Because
say,
like, say we have a test, right? And you know how it be questions like you see how you teaching us, it be questions that you never like taught us on the test.
okay. And
That's
guess
why I
what?
asked
Like I said, make her earn the money, sis. Make her earn the coin.
Yes, I'm paying attention.
Yes, boo, yes.
Period.
Okay, all right, so I will look that up and I will have an answer for you on Monday because I never thought about that. Always
Okay.
going on the grid. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have done well and we have 9 minutes to spare. So let me come back and check roll to make sure that I have all of you here. And that means I'm gonna have to make my share a little smaller. All right, I got Yasmaya, got Quay, got Darian, got Dej, got Nas, got Nakaya, got my, oh, hey, Sammy, hey, Jay. What's up, Shanice? Hi, y'all. I'm so glad you're here. What's going on?
Hey, man, 6, I'm all right.
Good, good. Glad you're here, my love. Glad you're here. All right, so again, I will invite you to lab this afternoon. This week, we've merely been laying the groundwork for what we're going to do. So we've just been doing warm-ups and taking definitions. So at 11:30, Miss Christina is going to teach me how to upload my lessons. So if you happen to miss class and cannot make it to lab in the afternoon, you will then have the videos to go back over to help you keep up with the class. And as a result of that, I am going to, wait a minute.
Miss Hitch,
Yes, darling.
we need a conversation.
All right, wait a minute. Give me 1 second. I'm slow. You know, I can't do too many things at one time. You know that I am slow.